Buy to flip is a great strategy, except when you buy a house to flip it, you've got to pay stamp duty to purchase. You've got to probably take out a mortgage. You've got finance costs to pay for that mortgage all the time you're doing the refurb. You'll have solicitor costs to buy it. Then you've got to sell the house, and you're going to have agents' costs to sell, more solicitor costs to sell, and then you've got to be taxed on your profits. A lot of buy-to-flip deals, they don't stack up today because of the extra 3% stamp duty. So for those that aren't aware, if you're listening, you're not aware, as an investor, if you buy a second home or more, then you pay an additional 3% stamp duty. That 3% stamp duty is massively ate into the profits from a buy-to-flip deal. So what about an assisted sale instead? Because I can't get my head around why, if you're going to sell a house in 10 months' time, having refurbished it, why do you need to buy something that you know you're going to sell? Why not just do an assisted sale? So assisted sale is where you joint venture with the homeowner to sell their house. You come in and you pay for the refurbishment, but there's no agent's costs, no stamp duty costs, the legal costs not twice, entry and exit, just once for our contract between you and the homeowner. Agents cost the owner will pay for, no finance costs while you're doing the refurb because the owner may already either pay their own mortgage at the moment or they don't even have a mortgage. So, but your job is to assist them and you pay for the refurbishment. You agree a purchase price up front with the homeowner, you pay for the refurbishment, and you benefit for whatever the uplift in value is. So let's say as an example, you secure a property for 100 grand, agreed price with a homeowner. They've got it on the market for 100 grand, their best offer they're getting from anyone else is like 87, but you say, I'll give you your 100 grand asking price if you'll wait 9 months to sell the house. Maybe it's been on the market for 9 months already, they've had no offers except for that low 87 grand offer, and you're giving them the chance to wait just 9 more months, but they'll get their asking price. On the condition that you can come in, spend 15 grand, 20 grand on a refurb, let's call it 20 grand on a refurb, and the house will revalue at 140. So the 100 grand house, they get the 100 grand. You spend 20 on the refurb, that's 120, and we sell it at 140. So you get the 20 grand uplift in value, or 20 grand profit. Now maybe they say they want a bit of that 20 grand profit. Well, that's fine. You agree you get your 20 grand back, plus 10 grand of the uplift, and you split the other 10, 5 grand each. You can break it down any way that works for you to make it a win-win scenario between yourself and the homeowner. You still need the 20 grand for the refurb though. You could borrow that money from somebody else. You could joint venture with somebody else on your share of that deal. Because if you secured an assisted sale deal that had a 20 grand profit, do you think somebody might lend you that 20 grand to be part of the deal where they could make 10 grand each? So you make 10 grand, they make 10 grand. So they lend you the 20 grand for the deal and get back 30, 10 grand profit, and you make 10 grand having put none of your own money in. Win-win opportunity, or win-win-win, because the vendor gets their asking price, you make 10 grand profit having put no money down, and the money lender to you lends you 20 grand and gets back 30, making them a 10 grand profit. So massive opportunity on an assisted sale. There's so many different strategies. What about planning gain? Planning gain's a massive opportunity, but you don't need to buy a house to benefit from planning gain. You could use an option, so an option contract to secure, let's say a corner plot in the back garden of somebody's home, but there's enough room to build a house. So you secure an option to buy the garden subject to planning permission. You apply for planning permission, get the planning permission approved. You could then sell your option to buy with planning gain and make a profit without ever buying it. Or you could build out and then purchase it. Up to you. But huge opportunities to use creative strategies to make money from property without using any of your own funds. What you're using is not money, what you're using is knowledge.